Do you want to look younger and feel better as you age? Now I tell you about 10 amazing drinks that can slow down aging for over 50 years old. Discover the delicious and powerful anti-aging benefits of these drinks that can enhance your health and appearance. Let's go. Pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice is a delicious beverage that is rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that promote youthfulness. Studies have shown that consuming pomegranate juice can reduce inflammation, blood pressure, cholesterol, and oxidative stress, all factors related to chronic diseases and aging. Moreover, pomegranate juice can support brain health and memory by aiding in the production of a compound called euthymin A, derived from gut bacteria that enhances mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are essential for energy production, but decline with age, leading to cognitive impairment and neurodegenerative diseases. Euthymin A can help prevent this decline and boost brain power. Pomegranate juice can improve skin and hair by providing vitamin C, crucial for collagen synthesis and skin elasticity. Collagen decreases with age, leading to wrinkles and sagging. Vitamin C stimulates collagen production for smooth and youthful skin. Pomegranate juice is a potent anti-aging drink. I recommend consuming 100% pure pomegranate juice daily or adding it to your smoothies, salads, or desserts. Red wine, particularly red wine containing resveratrol, aids in slowing down the aging process in individuals over 50. Resveratrol, an antioxidant found in red wine, helps to combat harmful free radicals responsible for aging and age-related diseases. Compared to grape juice, red wine has a higher concentration of antioxidants due to the inclusion of grape skin and seeds in the fermenting process, which are removed when making grape juice. Research suggests that consuming 1 glass of red wine daily, besides not smoking, is beneficial for anti-aging. Exceeding the recommended amount can have adverse effects on one's health and appearance. It is advisable for women to have 1 glass per day and for men to have 2. Regular red wine consumption has been linked to lowering the risks of Alzheimer's, cancer, diabetes, and age-related conditions. Be mindful to consume no more than 1 glass daily for women and 2 for men. Please subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so as not to miss new informative videos. Ginger tea. Ginger tea, made from the rhizome of the ginger plant native to parts of Asia, has been used for its medicinal properties for thousands of years. It is known for its anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-aging effects, which can help with a range of issues from nausea to menstrual cramps. Studies suggest that ginger tea can reduce inflammation linked to aging, improve mitochondrial health, and enhance cognitive functions like attention and memory. Beet juice. Beet juice is a nutritious drink rich in inorganic nitrate that your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure to protect your heart and brain. Additionally, beet juice contains antioxidants like polyphenols and betalains that combat inflammation and oxidative stress, supporting a healthy immune system and preventing cellular damage. Furthermore, beet juice can enhance muscle strength and endurance, especially beneficial for older adults who may experience muscle loss with aging. Bone broth. Bone broth is a clear soup made by boiling bones for an extended period. It is high in collagen, a protein that maintains skin elasticity and firmness. Consuming bone broth can replenish collagen levels, promoting youthful and smooth skin. Additionally, bone broth is rich in minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, crucial for bone health. Drinking bone broth can help strengthen bones, reducing the risk of fractures and conditions like osteoporosis as you age. Bone broth is beneficial for joints, as it contains glucosamine and chondroitin that help lubricate and cushion the joints. Consuming bone broth can reduce joint inflammation, improve mobility and flexibility. Additionally, bone broth supports gut health with gelatin that aids in gut lining repair. It also promotes better sleep quality with glycine, an amino acid that enhances relaxation. Turmeric tea. Turmeric tea, derived from a flowering plant in the ginger family, has been a staple in traditional medicine for its powerful component, curcumin. This compound boasts anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, and antioxidant properties. Turmeric aids in hormone balance during menopause, potentially enhancing mood and decreasing hot flashes. It also safeguards against bone loss due to decreased estrogen levels and alleviates arthritis symptoms. Additionally, turmeric supports weight management, particularly crucial as we age. Kefir. Kefir is a nutrient-rich fermented milk drink containing beneficial bacteria and yeast that support bone health, gut health, and immune function. It is packed with calcium, protein, and B vitamins, which are essential for overall health. Kefir's probiotics help balance gut flora, reducing symptoms of inflammatory bowel disease, constipation, and diarrhea. Additionally, kefir boosts immune function through bioactive compounds that enhance the body's ability to fight pathogens. Studies have shown that kefir can lower cholesterol and blood pressure levels. You can easily make kefir at home with kefir grains and milk or purchase it pre-made. Incorporate a glass of kefir into your daily routine to enjoy its numerous health benefits. Water. Adequate water intake is crucial for healthy aging because aging reduces the body's ability to regulate temperature and sweat, making it necessary to drink water regularly. Dehydration can lead to muscle pain, fatigue, and heat exhaustion, which may result in various health issues. Good hydration can prevent these problems and support healthy aging. Research from the National Institutes of Health indicates that staying well hydrated may reduce the risk of chronic conditions like heart and lung diseases and increase longevity. Additional studies suggest that sufficient water intake could slow the aging process and prevent or delay chronic diseases and premature death. Green tea. Green tea has numerous benefits for skin health due to its EGCG polyphenolic component, which acts as an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. It helps to control oily skin, slow down skin aging, improve skin elasticity, and provide hydration. Additionally, green tea is beneficial for weight management and has been shown to help maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of obesity. Studies have also indicated that green tea can lower the risk of coronary artery disease by 31%, decrease the likelihood of cognitive decline in older adults by approximately 50%, enhance brain function, and protect against neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, and protect against neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Coffee. Coffee offers a variety of health benefits, such as an energy boost and potential disease prevention. Regular coffee consumption can lower the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and overall mortality. It may also help combat age-related diseases. Research indicates that drinking coffee is associated with a reduced risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. However, be mindful of adding excessive sugar to your coffee as it can counteract some of its health advantages. We hope you found this video informative and helpful. I recommend watch these videos and don't forget to subscribe to the channel